Here today just to talk about what the channel is going to be about. And pretty much what this channel is going to be about is talking about DME equipment, which is things such as, canes, wheelchairs, hospital beds, high-end equipment, high-tech equipment dealing in the medical field. Now, by no means are we doctors or anything like that. We're just talking about hard items, such as wheelchairs and hospital beds, just things that are general, and kind of just talking about just different things to look for when you're getting these items to make sure that you get the best bang for your buck. And also another exciting thing that I'm really excited to talk about is the government contracting piece. The government contracting is something that's really not talked about. It's something that you really have to search out and look for. It's an industry that's kind of hidden, if you ask me, but it's a lot. There is a lot of potential. There's a lot of opportunity, and I encourage anyone who has a business or anything, if you have anything that you can sell, get into government contracting. And the reason why is because the government is recession proof. They buy everything and they spend the most money. And, if you're a business and, you're a small business, especially, and you're trying to find different ways to scale, I would say government contracting is a solid industry to be in to scale your business in a nice pace. Because really, to be honest, all it takes is one big contract for you to win, and then the rest is history. So I'm really excited to really dive deep into government contracting and also talk about how government contracting works in the industry that we're in. Because we're in durable medical equipment, so that's DME. So the government does buy a lot of items such as hospital beds, high-tech equipment, hard items like that. But we're also going to be talking about how that also works. And, if you're a product reseller, talking about how to encounter different manufacturers and different suppliers, and just knowing the difference between distributors and actual manufacturers, and how to get pricing and all that. So I can go on and on about the government contracting cycle. There's so much, and I'm really excited to get into that piece. But I'm also, once again, excited to get into the DME side, where we're talking about these harder items. Because one thing I see a lot of is that, for our store, people do come in and they buy things online, but they don't really know what they're getting. So we always encourage people to really kind of go to a physical store before buying certain things, because based on, what the doctor has told you, you want to get something that is going to be a net positive and not a net negative. So really excited to get into the DME side, because it's very surface level. It's very easy to understand once you kind of figure out once you know what to look for. And then, like I said, also excited to get into the government contracting piece. So I'm really excited, and just looking forward for the ride.
All right, Silas, awesome. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to CFS Talks with Silas and Tara, and I'm Tara. So you guys out there, I'm going to piggyback off of what Silas was just stating about what we will be discussing on this YouTube channel, which will definitely be the medical supply industry and just the medical industry overall. We're going to have guest speakers on here. We're going to be having demonstrations and in-services where we can actually show you and demonstrate products and how they work. And then also, people can send emails to us to ask questions, or even if there's a topic that you have, wanted to discuss or want more information on, we will be happy to try to get that information and share that on this YouTube channel. Now, mind you, we are not physicians. We are professionals in what we do, but we are not physicians. We don't claim to be physicians. So while we want to we're pretty much giving out resources and information. Okay. So trust, but surely verify, because again, we are not physicians. So we're just trying to make it a little bit easy for people when they're trying to get products. One of the things that Silas mentioned that we find a lot of that's happening now too, is that we have patients who they'll get a prescription, and even just not even getting a prescription, they're just going online trying to figure out what to order. They order products, it don't either come, and if it does come, it might not be right for what the need may be. And so we encourage you to seek out a professional DME company in your area to just make sure that you're getting the appropriate product that's geared to either yourself or to your loved one. Okay, so not only that, it's going to save you for safety reasons, for one, right? And then also for your budget, because when you go in online and you're ordering product and you don't know for sure if it's going to work or not, one of the things we always ask people too when they come in, depending on what's going on with them, is do you have a PT, which is a physical therapist? Have you spoke to your OT, which is an occupational therapist? So all those things play into making a decision on the right product. Okay, so that's the things we'll be sharing, and just having some of our sales reps for some companies come in, and we'll be talking about wound care and ambulatory products and content, you name it. We just want to share it. We just want you to have all the information that you can have to make the right decisions. And of course, oh my gosh, the government contract piece, that's going to be definitely interesting, because I know a lot of people out there in the audience listening. You may have a small business, or you may be thinking about getting a small business, or you may just be thinking about, what can I do next, right? Well, you don't have to be a rocket science to figure this game out. The government buys everything. They buy the dirt on the ground. So it just got to show you exactly what it is. Now, of course, let me say this. It is definitely work. So you have to definitely put the work in. But if you put the work in like anything else, you definitely can be rewarded. Okay? And so we're going to have just different conversations and just talk. So what we want to do is just talk. That's why it's called CFS Talks with Silas and Tara. So with that said, we're going to end the call today right now, but we're definitely going to be tune in for the next one, because we're going to be diving into all that, even how to start your business, and if you ever thought about getting into the medical equipment business, all those different things. So stay tuned.